How's it going, guys? It's Mash, and before we start this episode of Mega Man 4, I noticed that after rendering the video for the first episode, that I forgot to do the CD data for Pharaoh Man. So before we start, here's Pharaoh Man's CD data. Yeah, an investigator robot for pyramids. He has thousands of henchmen robots. He has a good point of being a charismatic leader. His bad point is weird, but it says he's too nice to women. The Japanese data actually says he's weak to beautiful women, so I think that's really what they were trying to go for, that he's just a sucker for a pretty face. He likes treasure, and he dislikes Tomb Raiders. So yeah, that is Pharaoh Man. Anyway, guys, enjoy Mega Man 2 Part 4. How's it going, guys? It's Mash, and welcome to Let's Play Mega Man 4 Part 2. Anyway, we're going to be going up against Ring Man now. And Ring Man Stage is... it's the vertical stage of this area, of this game, but has really nothing really to do with rings, in all honesty. Ring Man Stage is going to be filled with a lot of these platforms where the moment we touch on the multicolored area, not the ends, it'll go towards the way we're actually supposed to go. So like this one will move to the left once we touch it, and it'll always go towards the left, while the next one will go towards the right. It's kind of a good way to judge on where it's always going to go. But yeah, Ring Man Stage. Will be also, I guess these are another thing as well that deal with Ring Man. I mean, they look like little Saturn machine droids. I don't know what they're called, but they're die by one hit, and most of the time I get a lot of good drops from them. And I guess the barriers could count as rings because it's going in a circle, because it's always going back and back and back. I guess that's what they were going for, but such is the case when trying to make something really, really complex on a Nintendo system. Well, the NES, the original one. But yeah, this is Ring Man Stage, and let's look up Ring Man's CD data. Ring Man is a robot created to terminate Mega Man. Well, they're not. They're pretty straightforward. Like, that's what he's meant for. His weapon is shaped like a ring. I would have guessed so, since his name is Ring Man, but okay. Anyway, his good point is he's a good strategist. The bad point is he's kind of confident. Just like way too confident. He likes deck quotes. I don't understand what that is. Quote? I don't understand what that is. A quote. I have no idea what that is. So please, if anyone knows what a quoit is, please let me know. And he dislikes children. Alright, that's cool. I know a couple people that don't like children, so it's kind of fair. Now, these fucking little bastards that we're dealing with right now, you can't hurt it unless the rings come out. And the rings won't come out, but for every split second. The best way to guess when it is the moment you start charging. Normally when you finish charging is when it's gonna release itself. We'll be able to attack it. If you can time it with your charge, you'll be able to deal with it when it's about to open up, so it's always a constant thing. It's all about timing. And these hippos, as you can tell, I didn't even talk about the first hippo we just passed. I was looking at Ring Man stuff, but these hippos are on platforms that we can easily shoot out, and they'll shoot out those rockets. And the rockets can drop health items, energy pellets, and all that good stuff. And it's pretty simple. You can get it down packed where you can actually shoot the missiles and hit the hippo, kill it pretty quickly. And where we're actually at now is where we're gonna actually meet this little robotic fellow right here. His name is Eddie. He is a robot created by Dr. Light to assist Mega Man by bringing special items, either weapon tanks, energy, extra lives, or E-tanks. Now, it looks like he keeps giving me an energy tank in that weapon energy tank, but if you keep going away without grabbing the item that he's giving you, he'll keep spawning back, and he will bring out sometimes another item. Like, see right there, he brought out a health pellet. Sometimes you can get lucky and you can get an E-tank or a life, but sometimes you'll have to end up doing this, which is constantly going back and forth. So I'm going to cut the video short right now, and I will come back right when I get the E-tank, guys, which will be in a couple seconds, hopefully. and literally the moment after I stop recording, I get the E-Tank. But anyway, you'll get E-Tanks, lives, and all that good stuff. And most of the time, when we see Eddie, we're going to try to get our E-Tanks, because they're going to be kind of a necessity in this game, especially with all the things that can actually really do a lot of damage to us. This game is actually known as one of the hardest ones for the sheer fact that health pellets, it takes a lot more health pellets to actually heal you up compared to other games in the series, so it's a lot harder to level up and it's a lot more punishing when you get damaged, so you gotta be really careful with that. But anyway, we are already almost done with the level, guys. Jesus. Like I said, these levels are either pretty long or pretty short, and this was me trying to pretty much gather some energy, see if I could, before going up against Ringman, because Ringman, when you're battling him, he sort of reminds me of Cutman, but harder to predict. And as you can see as well, these platforms, we saw them already a little bit. They go the opposite way of the rainbow-colored ones we dealt with earlier. So if you're going to the left, they're going to follow you going the left instead of... I don't know what I'm trying to say. Blah. But yeah, one of those other ring guys, and we have made it to Ringman Stage. And like I said, he's pretty much similar to Cutman in the sense that he will throw a ring at us and it will launch towards us and it'll come back. But as you can see, it's really, really fast and it's kind of a pain in the ass. And as you can see, I'm using Pharaoh Shot, which I died. Anyway, with Pharaoh Shot, you're able to actually charge it sort of like when you're charging the Mega Buster. You'll launch out one and hold it down, and it will create a ball, like sort of like a Spirit Bomb style thing. And that's the full charge blast, and that's what actually damages Ringman. The one little light blast doesn't really do much of anything. So you gotta constantly keep charging up. You're wasting a little bit of light energy every time you actually even shoot, but such is the case. Ringman's not that hard. Like he can take a lot of damage off of us. Like look at that, we're down to 4 pellets of energy, but we still beat him. And with that, we have got Ringman's weapon, which is pretty much the ring shot that he sent at us. I think it's called the ring shot. We got the ring. Oh, it's the ring boomerang. But yeah, it's pretty much like the standard random item that gets thrown and comes back or launches away. It's nothing like the Metal Blade and it's nothing like the Shadow Blade. It's very, very, very weak. Not worth it. Anyway, next up we are going up against Dustman. And Dustman is a robot master that, let's see, look up his CD data. He's a robot master that is a cleaner robot. So he's just a movable Roomba. And I died there in the most embarrassing way possible. Before we even go with CD data, let me just tell you guys, be careful in this area because I did it before and I always forget about it when I first start playing the game. Is that in this area, when you come up to the little easily jumpable bottomless pits, these little machines will keep fucking coming out and spawning, so you gotta be very careful with your jumps, and I paid the price with dying there, but such is the case, it happens. Anyway, back to the CD data. He's pretty much a Roomba, and a good point is he has a big appetite. Bad point, he has bad breath. He likes spring cleaning, and he just likes mice. Yeah, so it's all about cleaning. Dustman. Anyway, Dustman's area is pretty much just filled with garbage. These little like ladybug colored freaking enemies annoy the shit out of me. And as always, there's some more spikes in this area because you can't have Mega Man 4 without your share of spikes. And we just gotta keep on slowly going towards each block as they start spawning. And being careful not to get hit off as well to get hit by the spikes. You won't die if you touch the spikes automatically, but you'll have that invulnerability period, and I don't think we can jump high enough to get back on the block, so you just gotta be very careful. And that thing kept spawning at like literally the last little bit of a frame to keep going up, so it's kind of annoying. But anyway, we are not getting what we need here, so I will see you all when we get the E-Tank. Holy crap, this one actually took some time for us to actually get. Anyway, we've got the E-Tank, and now we're going to continue going through Dustman Stage. I am having the worst luck with Eddie this time. There will be times where I actually get the E-Tank the first time, or at least an extra life. But, I don't know. Eddie just did not want to give me any fucking energy tanks right from the get-go, and it's really annoying. Now we're pretty much going through a little steam press area, pretty much if there are some points of it that are actually shorter, so we can get crushed by it, so be careful, because getting crushed is an instant kill, just like spikes. But it's not that much of a big deal. It's pretty simple. You can see right there we actually have it'll crush us right at this one spot, and it's kind of a pain because you have to keep running back and forth because there's gonna be this huge chunk, as you can see, of garbage, and it'll spawn back the Matul, so we gotta be very careful and just haul ass when we need to. Funny story is, one time when I was actually practicing this game before the LP, I almost got crushed, and I was able to slide under the crushing part of it. It just completely slid me right through it, and I must have did it at literally the last split second because I just slid through it and I got there right before it would have crushed me, and it was really lucky, and I wish it happened during this LP because it would have been so awesome. Also, as you can notice right there, that Matul took a little bit more pew shots, as I'm gonna call them. They're pew-pews. Look at that, it's just pewing everywhere. But pretty much it took a few more shots to take them out. They're pretty much a second Matul. I guess they're just a little stronger, and they'll spin around and they'll just shoot forward. And so that's your tool. Your guesses know that you're gonna have to shoot a couple more shots than just one. Anyway, we are at why am I saying Ringman Stage? Wow, I'm an idiot. We are now in Dustman Stage, and he has 4 different attacks pretty much. He'll jump around, and then he'll try to suck us in sometimes. He's invincible when he's sucking, so do not try to even waste any energy on him. He will also shoot, as he did a little while ago, trash that will launch out to all 4 corners. So pretty much it will go up left, up right, down left, down right, and you can usually dodge it by just jumping forward, and it'll just like explode and misses you completely. It's a pretty lame attack, as is Dustman, because we just took him out like that. But anyway, we've gotten now the Dust Crusher, and that's pretty much the attack like I was just explaining. It'll launch out a square of garbage pretty much, and it'll explode and launch 4 different ways. Not really usable. Like I said, this game, the secret weapons, the special weapons are pretty much just to kill the bosses. The special weapons are not good in this game, honestly, in my opinion. I think Skullman's is honestly, it's okay. It makes a level a lot easier later on. It makes Spikeman's level, it makes Spikeman's level a lot easier along the way. But we're far from that. So anyway, we're in Skullman Stage. As you can see, it's like we're near a bunch of canyons, and it's got a little bit of a skull motif going on here. And these little, I guess these are like the Sniper Joes of this game, because they look like them with the phasers. And if you shoot them with a regular power shot, they'll just crumple down, sort of like Dry Bones from Super Mario World and Super Mario anything that has dry bones in them. And to kill them completely, you have to have a full charge shot, and it'll just destroy them. So do not shoot them with a regular power shot. Always charge, or else you're never gonna kill it. Pretty much. Anyway, Skullman. Skullman is, let's see, this is his CD data. Skullman is a well-balanced combat robot. He is only good for fighting. Well, that's good. That means he's not a Roomba that we're supposed to fight. Anyway, good point is, he is bone idle. Okay. He has a bad taste, which is his bad point. He likes horror movies, and he dislikes beefcakes. Okay. Thank you, Eddie, for making this even more of a pain in the ass to get an E-Tank. Anyway, we're actually going to be getting 2 E-Tanks right now. We're actually going to come off here. We can keep going up the ladder, which is where we'll end up meeting up with the boss. or we can go down this area and deal with these little shield guys, which I don't think I've actually even talked about them. The only way you can actually hurt them is by shooting them in the back. Their front is completely invulnerable. And yeah, that's pretty much all that they are. They'll go left and right and turn around, and that's pretty much it. And we've gotten 2 E-tanks in this area, which is awesome, and we'll actually get another one, but I'm going to be failing just a little bit here as well, I'm not going to lie. I was having some shitty time jumps. And they're going to pretty much... I suck pretty much in this next part, guys. I might actually cut out and do some Yakity Sax, because I start really failing big time. But pretty much as you saw, we had another E-tank there, and I thought I could jump that, and I forgot I need to use balloon. Yeah, we're not using Yakity Sax. I'm just gonna explain when I did something stupid. I know I had to use balloon, but I don't know why I decided to do that, and I might never know. I was just being an idiot. It happens. We all have those moments where we're a little derpy. That was mine. Anyway, let's try to get that E-tank again. All the lives I had are all wasted because of this damn area. Can't believe it. But anyway, what we're supposed to do is equip balloon, and like I said before, this is pretty much item 2. Well, item 1 from Mega Man 2. Maybe that's why I said item 2. And pretty much, it'll just create a little balloon area that we can jump on, and we can create 3 of them, and at once. So we can use them as platforms, like I said, just like item 2. There is another item that we'll be getting later on, but we haven't gotten it yet. Obviously, because I just said we haven't gotten it yet. Anyway, poor mistimed jumps from me. Anyway, guys, I'm going to fail just a tiny bit more, so I will see you guys after some Yakity Sax. Screw it, because, damn it, this takes forever. Holy shit, we finally made it. Would you believe we're actually near the end of the level and I was failing that much? Anyway, guys, we are pretty much at the end of the Dustman Stage. We're just gotta deal with these little skull bastards a little bit more, some of these little spiky dudes. And now we have a bunch of little energy pellets right here, which is awesome. Thank you, Capcom, for that. And we are now going up against Skullman. Skullman, you wouldn't guess it when you first play him, but he's pretty much going to give us the standard shield weapon. And pretty much he will shoot at us with his little buster, and we can just shoot our trash at him. And when he creates a shield, we won't be able to damage him, as you can see right there. It's invincible when he has it. He's invincible when he's activated it. And yeah, he'll just shoot at you, put a shield, jump, and lose, because he sucks. And with that, we have been given his skull, I believe it's called the Skull Shield. Yeah, Skull Barrier. Anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. In the next episode, we will be going up against Dive Man. As always, guys, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys in the next episode.